Hello, everyone, and I welcome you to this new episode of your program, The Platform. It is a new year and it's new thing happening in our lives. So today on your program, The Platform, I and my guests shall be discussing the topic Unshakable Bond in a Changing World. Unshakable Bond in a Changing World. But before we go on and before I allow my guests to introduce themselves to you, we will quickly go on a short break. So you stay right there and I will be right back. Don't go away. Hello, friends and viewers. I present to you The Platform. On The Platform, we discuss several life challenges and profile exciting solutions. Please join us every last Saturday of the month by 3 p.m. Central Standard Time on our Facebook and YouTube channels. It promises to be interactive, educative, and informative.
The Valentine's season is around the corner, and love is about to take center stage. STO Global Missions presents Love Nest 2025, a night of romance, laughter, and timeless memories. Featuring a classy and sumptuous dinner, games and laughter, karaoke, and a marriage-enriching seminar. Tickets are $60 per person, $100 per couple, an evening of magic at an irresistible value. You can make payment through Interac. Give at stoglobalinc.com or send us a mail at stoglobalmissions@gmail.com. Limited spaces are available, so book now. Love Nest 2025. It's time to celebrate who you cherish. Register now.
You're welcome back. So, like I told you before going on that short break, I have two guests actually in house today with me, and I'm gonna actually allow them introduce themselves to you. So we are very grateful to have you, Sir and Ma, on the platform, and we have every conviction that your story will greatly inspire many of our audience watching us right now. So for the sake of our viewers that do not know you, we'll appreciate if you can just introduce yourselves.
Thank you very much. My name is Chief Isaac Ade Omoniyi. I'm the president of Lola's Beauty Gallery and Supply, Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada.
You're welcome, sir.
And I'm Chief Mrs. Julie Lola Omoniyi, the CEO and Managing Director of Lola's Beauty Gallery and Supplies, 567 Portage Avenue, Winnipeg, Manitoba.
We're glad to have you both, Sir and Ma. You're
Thank
welcome
you.
to our program today.
Thank
So
you
it is
for
quite
having us.
interesting to know that both of you originally migrated from the southwestern part of Nigeria. And can you please tell us about your journey from Nigeria to Canada and what actually motivated that decision?
Thank you very much. I was born in Okego. Okego is a small town in Ondo State of Nigeria. Grown up with father as a police officer. We travel around the then western region before the states come on. So, I've traveled all over the provinces in the western region. I didn't really stay in Okego, so I stayed most of my time in, I would say, Ondo, precisely. I went to school in Ondo, then after my high school, I moved to Lagos, to further my education because I came from a polygamous family. And the father of a police officer, they don't pay them enough to be able to send. I have a brother, a senior brother, and from my stepmother, another brother. So, my father couldn't afford them to send me to school. So I left Ondo, Okego, very young to Lagos. I was just 17 then.
Wow.
So when I left to Lagos. So from there in Lagos, my hope was to go to Yaba Trade Center. But fortunately for me, when I got there, I saw in the newspaper a company called Pan Electric. Pan Electric is a chain of UAC company. So I applied for the training. I'm very lucky for me. And during I did my 3 years apprenticeship there. So after I finished, I worked with them for about 3-4 years. In early '73, for one day on newspaper, some of our friends were carrying news at work that Canada, they're giving amnesties for trades people, any type of trades, from electrician, electrical, plumbing, anything, you name it. So that was the time I applied. And when I applied, in our company, about 80 people applied, Fortunately for me, I was one of the lucky ones that was granted the PR to come to Canada in 1970. As a matter of fact, I was the second set. I was one of the second sets. The first set came in 1974. Then 1975, the second set followed. So that was how I got into Canada. And Canada has been very good to me since then.
And you said this, so you just saw that information on the newspaper.
On the newspaper, on Daily Times then. So we saw that Canada is looking for technicians. So lots of people do apply, because I remember then when I went to an interview, I met about 10 people. And those 10 people came to Winnipeg.
Oh wow!
So we were very lucky, we just keep, within 2 to 3 months. So just keep seeing it. When did you arrive? Yesterday. I met you at the embassy. I met you at the embassy.
So Daddy says 1975. You've been in Canada and you've stayed in Winnipeg, Manitoba.
No, after a couple of years, we moved to Alberta.
And then you came back.
Then we came back.
Wow.
Yeah.
Such an interesting story. Mommy, what about you?
I was born and raised in Ondo town, Ondo State of southwestern Nigeria. Had my primary educations over there. Then when it was time for my secondary education, now I moved to Lagos to meet my aunt in Lagos to further my education. And after I finished, that was the time I met my fiance over there.
In Lagos?
In Lagos. We were living almost on the same street. I think my street was behind your street. So we fell in love, and then he migrated to Canada in 1975. And 2 years later, I came to join him.
So at that time, did you have to apply separately, or he invited you?
He invited me.
Wow, and it was easier.
It was, yeah.
And ever since,
we've been here.
Thank God. Such a beautiful story. Wow. That's beautiful. So as an immigrant, what were some of the biggest challenges you faced, and how did you overcome them?
Actually, when I arrived in Canada, because, I wasn't expecting too much. Before I left, one of our boss then, the parents are from Ontario.
Okay.
So he gave me a note that when I get to Canada, go to Sonny here. He said he knew somebody in Sonny technical office. So, and when I came in, I went to their office. I gave him the letter. So he interviewed me, and then I was supposed to start working there. But when he sent me to the workshop, all the equipment they have there, I've never seen them before, so I can't use them. So I told him, no, let me go and upgrade myself. After a while, I will come back, to the company. So, and getting a job then was very easy. Anywhere you go, there was job all over places. Not just any kind of jobs, just to make a living. So most of us that came as of that time, that's what we all did. So just find something to do. Then we later, upgrade ourselves. Went back to school. I went to Red River. I did my high school. Then from there, after the course I wanted to do, they don't have it here in Red River. I wanted to get into telecommunications. They don't have it here, but they have it in Alberta. So that was the time we moved to Alberta.
Okay. So when you came, Daddy, what about the weather? How was it for you?
The weather. When the winter came, wow, it was a big problem.
It was a big shock.
Very, very, very shocking. Yeah, it was very shocking. Even that was the time I went to school, and I only walked 2 blocks from my bus stop, from Ellis to my house. There, just 2 blocks. my hand was so frozen, I couldn't put it in my pocket to take
my.
my key. And the worst thing I did was when I got inside, I went to open it.
Oh,
Hot
water, no
Yeah.
way.
So even up to now, this finger, I can't straight it. So
Oh.
since then, the finger was, I had to go to the hospital. So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that
Tell
was
me
my
what
worst
about you?
experience. Yeah.
Very interesting. I came on the 1st of January, which
Wow.
was New Year Day in 1977.
Wow.
And it was so cold.
So cold,
I
that's
came
the
out
peak.
and I said, how can anybody be living in this kind of weather here? Wow. But Canada was beautiful. I saw it was beautiful. Everything was neat, like the streets.
Yes.
But there were not enough people on the streets, like where I came from. And we became the minority instead of being
the majority.
where I came from.
Yeah,
We were the majority. So everywhere was like, I can't see people
Very
of my
few
own
blacks,
kind.
right?
Yeah. If you see any, it will be, you hardly see some on
Wow.
the street. Even when you passing on the Portage Avenue here, you won't see much. And if you see a black on another block, you will try to connect
them
with.
and connect to them. Wow.
Yeah.
So looking back now, in your opinion, how has Canada changed over the past 4 decades from your perspective? Mommy, let's start from
I
you.
think everything has changed dramatically. Now, everything is easier now. There was no African store in those days, but now we have lots. We used to substitute when we wanted to cook egusi soup, we will use eggs.
Wow.
So it can look like egusi soup. And we couldn't find any chaki or cow food. They were not selling them. From market. There wasn't anything like that. No African store.
Wow.
And later, we started going to the farm to kill goats and cow. And still they will be throwing away the chaki and the cow food.
Right?
Yeah. They will pick them up and they say, oh, you want to give them to your dog? Oh, yeah, sure.
And what about the environment and the infrastructures? Has there been any
everything?
change?
Everything has changed.
Has really changed.
Yeah, like all those Lindenwood area, it was a bush.
Wow.
That was where the guy that kills goats.
Frank.
They used to have a farm there.
Wow. And everything has really changed.
Everything has changed.
Over 4 decades.
Yeah.
Wow, beautiful.
Winnipeg has expanded.
Wow.
And more beautiful.
Yeah, and we still have more people coming in on daily basis.
And we see more people in the city.
Yeah. Wow, such a long journey.
Yeah.
You are such a beautiful couple together, always together and supporting one another. So we would like to know more about your marriage and family life. Having been married for so many decades, what would you say is the key to maintaining a happy and healthy relationship, Daddy?
Yeah, that's a very good question. Let me start from back home. When we were young, she was going to Premier College then, so she played sports, and every Saturday, in the evening, you will see all the boys on our streets gather, on the balcony, kissing her, coming, because she always put on a short skirt, white, and so beautiful, young, rosy,
Wow.
So, and when I was lucky to have her later on, so I cherished her. So when she got to Canada here, so the love continues, and we've been like inseparable, one voice. Anything we do together. We never do anything separately. One account, we don't have 2 accounts, and we love each other because we understand one another, we communicate very well, we tolerate each other, So, I don't know, we didn't have, I can't say this is the problem we had in the past, even the children can testify to that. They never see us quarreling or arguing. Even though we do it in the room. The children never see us, and we have any problem between us to solve, we solve it before the end of the day. So we don't sleep with grudge or anything like that in us. So, she's the woman I changed so much and very trustworthy. So I can leave her, go to anywhere. I know, when I came back, she's still the same thing. So,
Thank you for all that. Yeah, ever since when I got here, then that same year we got married, and we had our first child, or second child, in 1978, a year after. And then we've been, I guess it's the Lord that put us together as man and wife. So we believe in God that is the creator of marriage. And we believe in everything in the Bible that you should be doing, obey. We know the man is the head of the house, but we honor each other, we endure each other, we try not to see the negative in each other. We see the positive side of each other. And when we are having any quarrel, I might be angry for a while, but he will come to me later. Are you still angry? I'll be smiling, and we make up. Or we talk about it, what was the problem, and we solve it. Same thing, if he's angry, then I do the same thing before we go to bed too, and we ask him. And so we endure each other, we love each other, and we pray together too.
And
understand each other.
Yeah. All right, so mommy, marriage comes with its challenges. Although anyone would assume your marriage is without any challenge. Can you share with us some of your marital challenges and how you supported each other during such tough times?
Challenges.
Has there been any time that you went through a kind of challenge? Needed to stand by one
I think I let him talk first about that.
Yeah, we did. When I was sick, it was a big challenge. Because back home in Nigeria, when I was born, according to my parents, I was so small. It took me a while to walk or talk or something like that. So, but, they didn't know what was exactly wrong then. So in 1983 here in Calgary, I got sick. So then I went to the hospital for a checkup. So they were asking me if I had done a kidney transplant or something like that, because I only had one kidney. I said, no, I didn't know I was born with one kidney.
Wow.
Yeah. Then as of that time, I think I had high blood pressure. So that was the reason I went to the hospital. So from there, they found out I was born with one kidney. And so I started taking medication for the high blood pressure. So 2 years down the road, then the doctor told me my kidney was failing. And eventually I went on dialysis. It took us a period of about 10 to 15 years. It was a tough time. But with my wife, my children,
We got to surmount the challenge. And during that period, how did you feel? What were the things going on in your mind and all that?
It was a hard time. I thought I was going to lose him, so it was a sad time for me. But with the help of the nurses at the hospital, that said, "Oh, no, he's on a waiting list for kidney transplant, and everything will be okay. He can be. People live on dialysis. They made me believe that he will live. So we went for kidney and dialysis training together and everything. And I remember at that same time when we were going through the training at the St. Boniface Hospital, we got a call from the U.S. police that my two kids that were going to university in the U.S., they had an accident.
Oh my God.
With their car. They had to use something to remove them from the car. So we had to leave that training and run across the border to the U.S. And luckily they were in hospital and God saved them. So thank God. So it was a huge sad time for us. And we came back and did the training, and he was on dialysis for a few years. So we had to be doing the hemodialysis at home. So at certain time of the night, you have to go to bed early, and so we can hook him up and do all that. So everything was going well until he got the transplant in 2006.
Thank God.
Yeah,
Thank God.
thank
We are
God.
grateful to God for his
Yeah.
mercy because probably back home, if this had happened,
That would be
it's
all.
going to be another story. But
Yeah,
today.
yeah,
But
we
we
give
turn
God
up
all
the
the glory.
So, Mommy, would you say that during that time you were so strong for him? You know, at times when the other party is down,
Oh, yeah.
even though this other party needs to stand in, but yet you know that you're going through some emotions and psychological
I
and all
never
that.
let him see me crying. I would be I was more prayerful at that time and crying to God all the time. Please don't take my friend and my partner, my companion away from me. I won't be able to stand it. And the Lord heard my prayers. Yeah.
So it took 10 to how many years?
About
10 to 15 years for everything to be resolved, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Such a challenging period.
Even there was a time, people, some fake pastors in Nigeria told me, well, I had to go and be praying outside naked at 3 a.m. in the morning and all this and all that. All different kind, and she will do it, but I won't know when, she won't tell me anything until I find out this is what she has been doing. So you believe all those, I say, yeah, we are in a good hand, the medical system here is very good, and all we need is kidney, so it's got nothing to do with, we are, we're prayerful, so,
Yeah. But
you have to
believe
You still have to
everything
believe,
at that
yes,
time.
because everything will
You
work.
never
The Bible
know.
said all things work together for
Yeah.
good,
Yeah.
and we return all the glory to God.
Yeah.
So, don't go away. We will be right back after this short break. All right, you stay right there. I'll be back.
Hello, friends and viewers. I present to you The Platform. On The Platform, we discuss several life challenges and profile exciting solutions. Please join us every last Saturday of the month by 3 p.m. Central Standard Time on our Facebook and YouTube channels. It promises to be interactive, educative, and informative.
The Valentine's season is around the corner, and love is about to take center stage. STO Global Missions presents Love Nest 2025, a night of romance, laughter, and timeless memories. Featuring a classy and sumptuous dinner, games and laughter, karaoke, and a marriage-enriching seminar. Tickets are $60 per person, $100 per couple, an evening of magic at an irresistible value. You can make payment through Interac. Give at stoglobalinc.com or send us a mail at stoglobalmissions@gmail.com. Limited spaces are available, so book now. Love Nest 2025. It's time to celebrate who you cherish. Register now.
Welcome back from that short break. In case you missed the topic of discuss today, it is unshakable bond in a changing world. Unshakable bond in a changing world. And I have Chief and Chief Mrs. Omoniyi in-house with me today. And they are the president and CEO of Lola's Beauty on Portage Avenue, Winnipeg, Manitoba. So before we went on that break, Daddy and Mommy were both sharing with us one of the biggest challenges of their life that shook their marriage to the foundation. And we return all the glory to God for sustaining them all through and bringing them out and, giving them joy today. So, Daddy, what advice will you give to young couples, especially those navigating cultural challenges in a new country, particularly those coming from a culture where the man is considered the head and where the woman is not expected to financially commit to the home funds?
Yeah, thank you very much. First of all, with newcomers and coming to a new place, a new country, it's not easy to start. But my advice to them is that, first of all, they have to love one another, commit to one another, and they shouldn't let money be an issue because that's the most important. Most of the newcomers here, money is always the issue with them. So separating accounts. The wife is having their own account, husband is having their own account, and they still want. Some of our ladies wants to remain the way our parents do back home, leave every burden on the men. Here it's not gonna work. It won't work because both of you are working. Your wife is working, so if you put the two eggs together, we form a chicken. So if they put hand together, the two of them, they will make it. But if one is down, the other one is up, it's going to be very difficult for them to make it. So I will advise them more that, because that's what we did. We didn't have a separate account. We only maintained for the past 40-something years we've been together. We only have an account. And if you want to send money home, you know how to do it. Send money to your sides, to my sides. We talk about it and we know how much we are sending, so we send it. And we don't spend beyond our boundary. We are very passionate and very loving, and at the same time, my wife here, she's in the beauty industry, so she loves beautiful things. So anytime she wants to buy, I know her style. And the same thing, he knows my style. When I don't shop all the time, I only shop maybe once or twice a year. And when I go out there, I can spend thousands. She's not gonna complain.
Oh yes,
because and my wife, anytime she goes anywhere she wants to buy something, yeah, as a woman, so she has the right to buy it because she works hard for it. So, and that's my advice to the newcomers. Most important thing, don't separate money. Use one account. That's what I tell all the people I know that just came in. Say, don't separate your account from your husband. Don't leave everything, all the burden on your husband. And I tell the guys to help your wife at home. Here, life doesn't go. You sitting down in the living room while she's in the kitchen cooking. No, you have to be there. Help your wife when she's cooking. Do the dishes, and that's the way we work. That's where things are here. So, and that's the only thing that is going to help you towards your marriage to succeed.
Thank you so much, sir. Mommy, what about you?
I think he said it all, but yes, for the women, you have to know your husband is the head of the household and honor him, love him, but don't leave the burden on him. Over here, man alone can't pay for everything. Or do you want to kill him? No. Do you want him to have depression? No. So it takes two to tango. We should put the money together and help each other to pay the bills. We know the bills we have in the house and how much is going towards the bills, how much is for food. So we do that together. And you will notice that quickly you can achieve your goals. Yes. But if somebody is keeping her own money and the man has to be doing everything, what are you going to do with your own money? That's not fair. And God doesn't want that either. I don't think so. Yeah, so we should do things together and love each other together, commit together, and you see that the man won't even let you be doing all the work. He'll be feeling for you, and if you are vacuuming, he wants to do the other thing. So that's how we do in our house, and our children likes to do that too when they are in their house now.
Yeah, beautiful value. So, as a person of faith, how has your faith, values, and traditions played a role in strengthening your marriage?
Yeah, we have faith in God, so we always pray before we go out in the morning, pray before we sleep, and we go to church on Sundays and do Bible classes. And we brought our children in that way too. And so it has helped us. We are taking part in our church activities. We do ushering or greetings or whatever we can help with.
Are you still an usher?
I took a break. We took a break right now. Yeah, we let the younger ones come and
take it over.
Yeah.
And Daddy, what about you?
I did ushering at the church for over 20 years.
Wow.
And my wife too, with greetings and any area of the church that we can help. The pastor knows us very well. So we decided not to go to African church. We're going to Pentecostal church. Now, in our church, when we joined the church in 2002, we were only about 5 Nigerians. But now we
There's
have
lots of
about
folks.
even our children. If we going to the children's school, you see all Nigerian children here. So
Wow.
we are taking over the church. So faith value is very strong. In our marriage, and we thank God for that. For keeping us together. That is why.
And we value our culture too. So
Very important.
yeah, it's very important. We never want to lose it. So we teach our children our values and everything too. And they can speak some of our languages or they hear when you speaking it. Yeah.
And then your chieftaincy titles, you got them back home, right?
Yeah, back home.
We got in 2010.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the title at Chamajo.
Ilaro.
Yewa North, Yewa North in Abeokuta. The king wife is my third cousin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, and we've been giving back to that community every year, I think about 100 widows.
Yeah, we help the widows. We organize a computer class for the students.
Wow. That's
yeah, anytime they have something to do, and we try to help over there too.
All right, thank you, sir, and thank you, ma. So you've made a remarkable name and brand, Lola's Beauty, and based on our research, you are one of the pioneers in the hair and beauty industry in Manitoba. So how did you get started in the hair and beauty business? Though Daddy mentioned earlier that you like to shop. So I think it's one of your escapists and might, of course, that will help just on enlighten us. And what inspired you to choose this field? Let's start with
I think, as he said, I like to dress
Look
up
good.
and look good from my youth. So when I finished, I got a degree in business administration and I couldn't get a decent job. So I thought about my passion for beauty. So I went back to school and got a degree in certificate in cosmetology. That was how I started. And as soon as I finished and got my government, you have to do apprenticeship in those days. I think they still do it now because we have some apprentices here. So I did my apprenticeship and wrote my government exam and I got my license. And I started work. I had lots of job offers waiting for me then. So I just had to pick and choose. I did management and everything. So then after a while, we thought there wasn't enough. I think there were 1 or 2 black salons in Winnipeg. So my husband and I started to do research and we thought it would be nice to have one. Yeah. So we even went across the border to Shiloh. Across the border, not Dakota, to the army bases, and we know there are lots of blacks in the army base there. So we talked to them if they would like to be coming to Winnipeg instead of going to Minneapolis. Yeah. And there was another army base here too, Shiloh. So we had lots of black people in the army here too. We talked to them about it. Then that was the time we took the plunge and said, oh wow, it's time to start our own. And we started a salon in the 600 square footage in the basement of an apartment in Saint Vital, which was so small. And I had my last child in 1988. So this salon was established in 1989. So I used to take my little one to the salon. Sometimes when I'm busy and she's crying, I had to back her up. And luckily I had a nice landlady there. She'd come down and take the baby up. Yeah, so we did that for a while. And then as business was growing, we moved from 600 to 1,400 square footage on Orange Avenue, centralized down, close to downtown. Yeah, so we started there and business started to continue to grow. So we added another 1,400 to it, became 2,800. Then we traveled to different places in the state then to fashion shows and seminars, and we saw black products. So we decided to, there was a company in Chicago called Durham who asked us to be carrying their product in Western Canada. So they be coming here like twice a year to do seminars.
Oh, wow.
So we invite all the hairdressers and schools to come. Yeah, then they will come to our salon to do the seminar. They will even pay them for their job, and we get clients that will do their hair for free. Yeah, and then they will just buy product to take home to care for their hair. Yeah, so we did that. Then we taught all this hair that you see on TV. You see celebrities with different styles. What is their secret? So we went to seminar of hair. Then we know it was hair extensions.
Yes.
That was the time we started bringing hair extension to Manitoba too. Yeah, and we train lots of hairdressers and schools. Schools will bring their students even from Brandon to learn how to do braids and everything. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we collaborated with the government to be doing apprenticeship. There was a beauty school at Red River then too. We collaborated with them and MTI and beauty schools around. So that was how we started.
Wow.
Then after a while, it continues to grow. That place was small again. That was the time we decided to move when we saw this building vacant for sale. So we jumped to it that it's close to the old one.
Yeah, that was the time I quit my job because I found out that she won't be able to handle it anymore. It's getting too big, you know. So then I quit my job and started taking charge of the sales area. So when we have any new products, I go to all the white salons in town, introduce the product to them, and you know, so things started rolling up, and we were very. I was glad that I quit my job. I joined her, you know, because she won't be able to hold on, you know,
by herself.
Thank God, and you know, I thought I made a mistake then, but you know, really, that was the big something I made, you know, biggest move I made in my life, you know, and I didn't regret it.
And so over the years, the business is moving.
It's moving. Yeah.
So probably in the next few years, maybe we are moving out of here again. So
I hope not.
Towards the back.
I don't think I have the energy anymore.
Well done, man. Well done, sir. So from the days of few people of color in the beauty industry to now, how has the beauty industry evolved since you started, and how have you adapted to the changes?
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I'm glad that many more Black are opening their own businesses, and I know that everybody has enough. There is enough of business for everyone. Yeah. So yeah,
Black population is growing too, you know, in Manitoba.
And we don't base our business only on Black people.
Of course not. Oh yeah, and the joy of most successful entrepreneurs is to leave behind a legacy. So looking back at your journey, what are you most proud of as a couple and a business owner?
I'm proud that we can work together as a couple because we saw that the Chinese doing that, the Indian people doing that. So why couldn't we do it?
Once you can tolerate
each other, and everybody knows what they are supposed to do in the organization to move it forward. So it's good, and the legacy we bring in quality hair. So people have known us for quality hair, and some of the hair, like the human hair, virgin, the company that supplies us, they only supply us. They can't.
Wow.
When people call them,
they say go to
Lola. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
And at the same time, we thank God today that you know, Lola is not going to end on us because as we are retiring, we have a daughter that is taking over. So you know, so Lola is gonna be it's a household name here in Winnipeg.
It has
and
come
it's
to
gonna
stay
continue.
forever,
Yeah,
and it has continuity.
By
Yes.
God's grace.
Yeah. So, Daddy, when Mom told you that she wanted to open a salon,
Yeah.
did you ever thought about not allowing her to do that?
Oh no,
And
because I know.
have you ever maybe after this whole year, thank God I didn't ask her not to. Have you ever felt that way?
Oh no, I never felt that way because I know she will do very well because she's her passion. I remember, when she was in school, then when she's coming home with friends, you see them with different styles, and I know that she's the one that did it,
Wow.
braiding her friends' hair and everything. So when she's decided, because when she finished school, she got a job as a sales rep, she didn't like it, so that's why we thought, why don't we start business, because you know what you know how to do best.
Yes.
Yeah. Even myself, when I was, I braid all my kids' hair and everything.
You can braid?
Yeah.
I got to go to braid my hair.
Yeah, I can attest to
I didn't
that.
braid my hair before
Whenever I travel, I never worry about the kids.
Wow.
We take good care of them.
Did you teach him how to braid, or how did he learn it?
I guess when I started, and I'll be working late at night, so when I braid the hair and I couldn't finish, he will be helping me to do the ends.
So he just picked it naturally.
Yeah, naturally.
Wow. Daddy, let's open a salon for you too. Wow, that's beautiful. So, Daddy, let's come back to you now. So, what words of wisdom would you like to share with the newcomers and prospective entrepreneurs?
First of all, anything they want to do, they have to do the research first to make sure that product or whatever they want to do is marketable around here, and the type of people they are choosing. And at the same time, don't limit your product or anything you do to one group of people. Make it open to everybody. Because if you limit it to a group of people, the business is not going to last. So make it something that everybody will benefit. Be minority, anywhere you come from, and Caucasian, people will be able to benefit from your business.
I would say whatever you want to do, make sure it's something that you have interest in. Your passion. Don't just jump into it because you see other people doing it. And be hardworking. At the beginning, you work hard to achieve your goals. Don't lay back like back in Nigeria. I see people will be sitting down. They have people helping them. No, you work, you do the hair, you be part of it and work hard on it too. That's when your employees will be able to work harder too. They see you working hard. Yeah. And whatever struggles you get on the way, don't give up. Always know that it's just a struggle time. It will pass.
It's not going to stay there forever.
You have to rise past it. Yeah. And things will be better and you'll be smiling in the future. Yeah.
Okay, so Daddy, do you have any unique traditions or routines that have kept your marriage vibrant?
No, I think I'm just it's God, because I'm the kind of guy, that I like good things, and I found it in her.
Yes, Mommy, you woke up on him.
So when I got up in the morning, what you see is what I see. So it's been like that. We started very young, and we still maintain looking young. Up to now, I'm going to my 80s, she's going to her 70, but we still maintain that youthful heart that we are young. So with that, we are able to go a long way.
Yeah, that's true. We started together, and we always celebrate each other. Our anniversaries, we try to go away to be together all the time, most of the time, unless if the time doesn't permit it. Yeah, we take time together to be by ourselves, and Christmas time we be with families too, and Thanksgiving families together. Yeah, that's our culture.
That's beautiful, and we pray that the Lord will keep both of you more and more in Jesus' name.
Amen.
So finally, for today, if both of you could go back in time, is there anything you do differently in your migration or business journey? Mommy, let me start on you.
I don't think I will do anything different. The migration, I didn't regret it. Just that we were thinking of going back home after our education to enjoy Nigeria and contribute to it. But then things weren't the way
But
we
looking
planned
back
it.
now, would you have
Looking
gradually
back,
loved it?
no, I think I love Canada.
Yeah.
And Canada is doing well and giving us what we want
Yes.
in life. And our children are prospering in this country. So what else can we ask for? So I won't ask for anything different. I'm in the business too. I don't think I will ask for anything different. I will do it all over
All
again.
over again.
Yeah,
And in case you come back again, I'm still gonna marry daddy.
for sure, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, you get to know each other again. Yeah.
If it's possible, I will get to marry him over
Over
and over
and
again.
over
Yeah.
again. Daddy, what about you?
No, coming here, I love it, and I wouldn't have done it differently. And in living here, because for me, I love Nigeria. She doesn't like it so much. I like going back home. Just on holiday, not to stay, but that Canada is home now. Our children, grandchildren are growing, and all of them. So this is our home now. So Nigeria is just a place to go and visit and see what. When I left the country was so beautiful. When we got here, our purpose was just to stay here for 5 years, because I saw before I left a final trip, I see some buses when they came from London, they gave them a house, they gave them cars. So I was one of the people dreaming about that too. When I come back in 5 years, I'm going to have my own car and made paid by the company and all that. But, but unfortunately, that part didn't come to true. But for what I've gone through here, I love it so much. And now Canada is my home. I love Canada. And I would like to comment that the old Nigerians that were here, that came around the time we came, we left a very good legacy with the new Nigerian that just came in that, because if anything happened in the city, in terms of crime and thief, rape and everything, you will never hear Nigeria as one of them. The only crime Nigeria then used to commit was walking. As a student.
Yeah,
you
as
have
a
to work.
student. As a student,
you
you're
have
not
to
supposed to work, but they'll be working.
They'll be working. That was the only thing. Even any police officer then will tell you that Nigerians, they love to study, but who blame them but not to work? So they work. My senior brother was one of them that was relocated after they caught him working. He managed to finish his degree and went to London, and for his master's before he went back home. So, so I commend those old Nigerians that were here before, because they left a good legacy for the new one that just came. Because they know us as good citizens, that we are well educated, and whenever they come here, when we are studying, they are studying.
Thank you, sir, and thank you, Ma, for coming on the platform for this episode. We are so grateful to have you, and we will not take this for granted. So, viewers, for your hair products and beauty, just come to Lola's. And today, apparently, both the president and the CEO has promised me 10 different good hairs that I'm going to take out of their shop today. Okay? So nobody should run after me. Don't go away. I will be right back.
Hello, friends and viewers. I present to you the platform. On the platform, we discuss several life challenges and profile exciting solutions. Please join us every last Saturday of the month by 3 p.m. Central Standard Time on our Facebook and YouTube channels. It promises to be interactive, educative, and informative.
The Valentine's season is around the corner, and love is about to take center stage. STO Global Missions presents Love Nest 2025, a night of romance, laughter, and timeless memories. Featuring a classy and sumptuous dinner, games and laughter, karaoke, and a marriage-enriching seminar. Tickets are $60 per person, $100 per couple, an evening of magic at an irresistible value. You can make payment through Interac. Give at stoglobalinc.com or send us a mail at stoglobalmissions@gmail.com. Limited spaces are available, so book now. Love Nest 2025. It's time to celebrate who you cherish. Register now.
As we wrap up this inspiring episode, we've been privileged to hear incredible stories of love, resilience, and partnership. Our guests have shown us what it means to navigate the highs and lows of marriage while embracing the challenges of migration and starting a new business together. Their journeys remind us that love truly is a powerful anchor capable of weathering any storm. Through open communication, shared vision, and unwavering support for one another, this couple have not only built successful ventures but also deepened their connection together. To all our viewers, may these stories inspire you to embrace change, dream big, and nurture the bonds that matters most. Remember, no matter where life takes you, staying united in love is the ultimate success. Thank you for joining us today. Until the next time, keep believing in the strength of togetherness and the beauty of building a life with someone you love. God bless you.